going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Beanie Boys podcast. I just want to start by saying thank y'all for all the support so far these last couple weeks. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. And for everybody that isn't already, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all leave a like. Turn on post notifications as well.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Beanie Boys podcast. It's your host, Rion, little bro Amari. No guest today. Today we're just gonna be talking about just some random topics that's been kind of going on this week, kind of like stuff that's kind of like been trending, I guess. Today's show is basically just us kind of just having a brotherly talk, really. Ain't nothing too crazy. So
Just
thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for the support y'all been showing us.
Yeah, appreciate that.
It's crazy, like people actually been like
These past
kind of
couple
like
weeks
giving us
is
pretty
crazy.
good feedback, like saying like, man, keep doing what y'all doing. So we really appreciate that. Next week or just the weeks coming up, we kind of hoping to get like more people on. Just this week we just can't really get nobody, and everybody kind of got a busy schedule, which makes sense. So we just gonna go ahead and start.
And let us know anything y'all might want to hear us discuss on the next one, if we didn't touch on it this time. But we appreciate all the love and support so far, man. Y'all been great, man. It's actually amazing, because we on a smaller scale right now, so I just appreciate all the support so far with it.
Hey, the numbers gonna come up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's still gonna be a good one for y'all. But just us two tonight, just us two.
Bro, it's crazy. Like Boston is really getting worked right now.
Oh yeah. Man, it's kind of crazy too, because like we wasn't even really keeping up with baseball until.
Bro, like I really don't care for baseball like that, but
Yeah.
you know it is what it is.
Especially like when there's nothing else, no other sports at the time, it does make for good conversation for the people that do like watch baseball. Like at work lately, I've been catching myself having conversations
Yeah.
like about, since we have the Braves here, like to talk about the Braves, but. And
Hey,
I was
Braves,
like, I'm
Braves is
actually
up
like
right.
saying something.
Braves is up right now though.
Yeah, but I mean it's still early, so I mean.
But yeah, they down 27-4 to the Blue Jays.
It's bad.
I didn't even
It's
know
a
you could
blowout.
score that many points.
I don't know what the mercy rule is, but
yeah.
so
So funny thing, bro. Like you probably didn't even notice. It's gonna kind of bring you back a little bit, but like you remember the song Gangnam Style, or is it
Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, bro, that joint came out like 10 years ago.
That was the wave at the time.
Like
we was
10
all in
years
school
ago, bro.
dancing
Like
and,
I was
going
like
crazy. Like we was in there dancing, like going stupid.
Hey, we was going crazy. I remember it was kind of like one of those things where like that was like the time we like run in the living room and like show your parents.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I was
dance,
I
just
just
learned.
hit middle school when that came out. Like first year, I think.
What was that 15?
So
Maybe 16. So I probably was just going into
I don't know, cause you
junior year maybe.
yeah, cause you were 11. Yeah.
See, when you were a summer birthday.
All I gotta do is just add 5 to whatever I was, cause
When you were a summer birthday, like ages is like off for me, cause like
yeah.
I
It's
say
not
16 and I'm like, well, what grade was that? Cause I might have been turning 17, or maybe I was 15, just turned 16. Like, I don't even know.
We got so many summer birthdays in our household. That's wild. I just really thought about that. Only me and mom, the only ones not summer.
I mean, you say that, but I mean, Pops.
Nah, I feel like
Pops
that's
is
not common,
No, I'm
though.
saying Pops is July, and then I was literally born like 4 days after him.
Yeah,
so.
for y'all too, but I'm saying.
So like
Naya
that was
is not
already in the
July.
works, and then you get Anaya, who's actually last in her birthday. So like it was actually even. It was 2 summer birthdays, fall birthday in November, and then spring birthday, and then Anaya come. Now we have 3 summer birthdays, but that's kind of like a technicality because me and Dad's are literally 4 days apart.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like so. I don't know if that really mattered. I mean that's.
I'm saying as far
Which,
as
by the
age,
way,
though,
The
how
boy birthday
gracious
coming up, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
July
yeah.
31st.
July
about to be
31st.
26.
Stay tuned, cause
Grown man. I mean, I'm already a grown man, but you know.
yeah, some content coming y'all way too. But we'll see.
Everybody be in West Palm.
Yeah.
That joint about to be fire.
Not
Hey,
too long now.
if it's anything like Murder or Destin, then that means it's gonna be.
Yeah, I
it's
wish
gonna
I
be a
got the
good trip.
Destin vlog for y'all. I recorded it. We didn't get the audio. Like, I didn't check my audio, and it didn't even have audio on any of the videos I was recording, like, while we was on the beach. Like, it was supposed to be a whole interview.
Yeah, you got some pretty good content on the beach, too.
We had public interviews set up and everything. Like, I just said forget about it, because after the first vlog I did and I didn't have audio, I was, like, so mad.
Are you going to try to do that this time? Do public interviews?
Nah, yeah, this time, I'm going to do...
You gonna do the
I'm
phone
gonna either do
the
like
phone as the mic.
Hey, I ain't even gonna say too much, but we gonna have at least one public interview or something like that, and definitely a vlog for sure. We vlog every time we travel, so.
Nah, the vlog go crazy. Like we gotta like do it like early. We gotta make sure we get like, I won't say like everything, but like definitely record as much as you can, and you can always like edit stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of times we come back saying, like, oh, we should record this. We didn't get
That's
this
how
content.
I vlog really anyway, though. I just kind of vlog as we go through the day. I don't really be like, I'm going to start vlogging now because we're, like, at this event. Like, I don't really do that a lot.
Yeah.
That's why you have
we
editing.
all need to be, like, conscious of this.
Everyone
like,
should help me vlog.
Like,
yeah, that would help.
Like, you should be recording stuff, but I should also record stuff, too, and then, like, we could just collaborate. Because, like, there might be some stuff you might just can't get because... Let's say we split up or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that type of stuff can happen. So it's like, we all need to make sure we kind of like just paying attention.
Real talk.
Oh,
and for all y'all that subscribe to me, like, already, let me know if y'all like the vlogs or, like, I should keep doing the vlogs. Because I saw a lot of people on my very first, like, vlog. I think it was a Dallas vlog. Yeah. Man, I was impressed because I really, like, just did that one just for us. Like, we was just doing it just because. Like, I didn't think, and it was like more of a family trip. I was like, they probably don't really care.
It's funny though, because we got a lot of content, and that was like a 24-hour trip.
That was a short trip. Like, the longer trips we did, I feel like we got less stuff. But like, we had an overnight trip, like 2 days. We had 1 day trip and like 2 nights. Or no, what am I trying to say? 1 night, 2 days.
What language are you speaking?
I don't know what I'm saying right now, but yeah, I appreciate the love on that because man, I did not know anybody was gonna really care. I was just vlogging like for me, really.
Bro, lemonade is crack. Like, I love lemonade. Like, if I didn't love lemonade, I'd only probably drink water for the rest of my life.
What's crazy is, like, you know when they be like, oh, you want lemon on your water and stuff, or like with your water?
I never want that.
I never like. I don't really do too much.
But lemon water and lemonade aren't the same. Which I'd have to assume is because one has like 20 times more sugar. Yeah. But regardless, like, nah, it's not the same. And, like,
I'm trying to go to not go to Chick-fil-A, get the carton, the little carton they sell, bro. I don't know where they be selling that at.
The Publix lemonade be hitting too.
Publix lemonade.
That's what this is.
Y'all need.
So I don't know. I mean, Chick-fil-A is junk cool. I don't actually like a lot of pulp though.
Nah, I'm not talking about that. You buy the like jug. I don't even think it had pulp in it. Like,
yes, bro. All the lemonade
every time.
is like that, bro.
Nah, bro, the jug. I'm talking about the store bought. Or maybe.
I mean, I kind of get it though, because that means it's like natural. Kind of like when you do like natural orange juice, it's gonna have pulp.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I mean, I guess there may are some people.
Hey, shout out to them people that be taking the pulp out like this. Their job to make sure there's no pulp in there, because I just want that smooth drink. Yeah, I know that got to be a lot of work, but it's so worth it because boy, no pulp hits so different than like.
Okay.
Really, bro, orange juice or apple juice.
I know we're getting kind of off topic, but like, when you eat watermelon, right?
I do now. I really wasn't into it.
Do you like it with the seeds or without the seeds?
I would say without, just because they be in the way, but I don't think it would bother me. I'm one of those people like that don't really bother me.
So like, and I know you can eat the seeds, but it's just...
You think a watermelon gonna grow inside of you?
No, I don't even think like that. It's just like, for me, it's just weird eating the seeds. Like, it just feels like you shouldn't be eating it. I don't know if that makes sense. Like,
nah, I feel kind of what you mean though. Like, that's always been kind of weird to me.
I don't know, it just feels
like,
weird to me.
One thing that's felt weird to me in that way is like sunflower seeds. Like,
because like you don't...
Anything with
because you can't really shoot them either. Like, you just have to like swallow them. So it's just like, I don't... It's like I don't want that extra. Like, just give me.
I mean, I really wouldn't know. Maybe
it's
I
the same thing with like
much
drinking,
attention
like
to
orange juice. Like, I want no pulp. I don't want any of that.
Yeah, that pulp though. That's that. I feel like that's not the same as seeds though.
But you know, I've always been a weirdo because I don't like cream filled.
In
stuff.
pulp, I feel like it's just like shavings or something of the orange or lemon or whatever it is. Like I don't think it's actually like anything inside of it. I think it's just like it's breaking off like from.
No. That's what I'm saying. That means it's natural because they're using actual oranges, and that's the
like
pulp.
yeah.
It's pieces of the orange or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I get that, but like, I really don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I wanted to eat an orange, I would have just ate an orange. I don't want to drink and eat an orange at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah.
But I had to ask that because I'm like, I'm not a big like watermelon with seeds guy. Like, I want just watermelon, no seeds. Like, I just eat that junk.
I think most people are gonna say like they prefer without, of course. Like, but like that's
no. I
with
think
all
some
things.
people
I
actually
think
like
that
the
come
seeds.
with that like unnecessary piece of it. Most people always want it like that. It's like getting I'm trying to think of what food is like peeled already. Like when you make it, like you peel it first. I'm trying to think. I don't know.
It's a food that's already peeled.
It might not even be something peeled. It's like something that doesn't have the covering or whatever. Like you don't eat it with however it like comes already. Something like that.
Like
I don't know. I'll get into it. Not a banana, nah. Maybe it's like more like a vegetable. Think like a potato.
Oh,
like
you talking about
peel a potato? Like you're not about to eat the skin of a potato for real.
You
like,
talking about? You probably talking about like peas, maybe.
Maybe something like
they come
that.
in like that little like
the little.
cocoon.
You talking about
You got like. Is that peas or is that something else?
I don't know what that. There are peas that are like that. I don't know what type they are. I don't know if it's just like regular traditional peas.
What is that, legumes?
Snap peas or whatever they call it. Hey, something like that. I don't know.
Chickpeas.
Them people that be on them diets, we knowing that they be eating it with like hummus and all kinds.
What's wrong with hummus? Actually, I've
Ain't
never
nothing
had
wrong.
hummus. What
I've
is hummus?
had
What does that
it,
taste
but
like?
I haven't had like like homemade type hummus. So I don't really want to have an
hummus?
opinion. I don't know what it is.
Cause you know, like
I want to say
guacamole
it comes from
is
like
avocado. So like, okay, I could put those.
It has to come from some type of. I picture it from something from the earth because I'm gonna have to look into that. Like, why do I not know where that comes from?
Why the earth?
Not,
I feel like it's man-made.
Not dirt, but I'm saying.
Nah,
it might be
like that. I mean,
it
like,
might be man-made. No cap.
Like, I don't know if there's any fruit in it.
Dang, that's really tough. That really show you like how we really don't like be into all the like at least kale.
Is
I know
hummus a
kale is like an
condiment?
actual plant. Like I know how that works. You said is it a condiment?
Yeah,
It's a spread.
It's a spread.
Hummus is more like a spread.
So okay, what's the difference between a condiment and a spread?
Peanut butter. More of like a. I was about to say something stupid, but like, yeah, there's a diff. So I would consider peanut butter a spread.
So there's only 3 condiments.
A condiment is like ketchup.
Mayonnaise,
that's something that
ketchup,
comes from
and mustard.
a tomato, avocado spread. That's more so a spread. You don't like juice it. You don't juice it or make any like. I mean, you can argue ketchup. I mean, maybe condiments are spreads too. No one uses it that way though, like because we put them in those little containers and jars.
Is jelly a condiment or spread?
Spread.
So it's only stuff that you spread.
Basically, like if you have to spread it, or it's traditionally like you get a knife and you spread it on something, I call it a spread. I don't know if that's the actual.
But you can spread mustard and ketchup.
That's my point. I
So
don't
I
know
don't
now.
know.
You really
Actually,
got me
no.
messed up.
I won't even use ketchup and mustard, but everybody uses mayo as a spread. But it's also considered a condiment, is it not?
True, but you got to think. You know them little like packets with the ripples on there, or where you rip it and you like kind of pour it on there. Yeah, kind of like that. Like hot sauce and stuff comes in those. Like so. I think
so.
Just
Hot sauce is
thicker,
a condiment.
I would say so.
Right.
I would say so.
Maybe
It's
I'm
too-
slow.
it's
Maybe I
too
just don't know the
loose.
definition of condiment.
That one more so than anything. Like hot sauce for sure. Out of all the things we just said, is got to be a condiment
Alright,
because it's not thick enough to be a
This is
spread.
what it is.
We gotta research. I'm trying to do that because I don't want to like. People probably like, man, how do y'all not know what y'all talking about? Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Look, I just want like the.
I want to know
actual-
for myself now. Look up condiment versus spread.
Okay, condiment. Something used to give a special flavor to food, as mustard, ketchup, salt, or spices. See,
Salt is a condiment too.
but that doesn't
Like
make
at
any
Starbucks,
sense
we
to me
have
because
basically
you're
all
saying,
we have is condiments.
You're saying a spread is not a condiment, But it says something used to give a special flavor to food.
I didn't say it wasn't. I just said I think they should be somewhat different. But maybe it's like this. Maybe a spread can be a condiment, but vice versa doesn't really work that way.
Well, I wouldn't say a condiment is a spread.
I think it has to have a certain thickness, texture, something like.
But I feel like
to make
anything
it a
that's
spread.
like a type of sauce or like you say a spread, like I always feel
something
like those are
more
condiments
liquid
to me.
goes along with condiments in my how I'm thinking.
See, you don't say nothing about it having to be a liquid though.
No, I said if it is in liquid form, it's 100% like a condiment in my opinion. But like if it has the
Okay, I'll ask you this though.
consistency of like
I'll
a
ask you this,
spread.
though. You're saying liquid form, but what is jelly? Is jelly liquid or solid?
In the form that we use it, I would say it's gotta be a solid.
I mean, essentially, I would think so. But like, jelly is like, sometimes it comes out like liquidy.
But
So,
that's
like,
'cause you didn't
it's
shake it
not-
up, like stuff like that.
Sometimes
too.
you do shake it up, bro, and it still come out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that means old or something.
But I think jelly is already like that.
But I don't
'cause it
even
comes
use jelly like
it's
that, so I
made
don't
from
know.
grape jelly is made from grapes and maybe some other stuff. Because I ain't even gonna lie, there's probably more to it.
Okay,
But
so you're saying jelly is a spread, not a condiment?
I would say
Because it's not a liquid.
I think it's a spread.
But like,
and no one uses it.
but like, honey is a liquid. So you're saying honey is
what
a
does
condiment?
it say? Condiments go on top of. Like, what does it say? Maybe that'll help us. Like,
Oh, bro, it just says something used to give
on
a special
food,
flavor to food.
Okay.
So it doesn't even say like it goes on anything. Actually, I mean, essentially,
Okay.
You can dip
Actually, I just kind of like.
because
Got
think
it.
about this.
You know, it's more confusing.
No, think about this. You're saying like spreading it, right?
You know,
But like ketchup is still a condiment when you dip your fries in it. You're not spreading it, right? But like hummus, you can also dip into hummus, so you're not spreading
you can.
it. So
it's
to me,
way thicker though.
To me,
So,
hummus.
like-
But I'm saying that's still a condiment, right? That makes sense. Just like peanut butter, you can dip peanut butter. You're not spreading it. Like all this stuff, you don't have to spread. You can dip it.
Some of this stuff probably just goes hand in hand, but if you want to consider,
Because this is saying it just gives a special flavor.
if you
to
want to
food.
consider salt a condiment, I would also say that's in the category of spices. You could say oregano is a spice. You could say salt, pepper, and a condiment. So like now,
Well, I don't know because it says salt or spices. So like,
or spices. So it's under condiment category.
yeah,
So they're considered condiments as well.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
So that's what
I mean, essentially, it's hitting every basis.
I think a condiment. So all of that stuff can be a condiment, but I don't think condiments can be a spread. That's what I'm saying.
But
A
how do they
spread
not go
can
hand
be.
in hand though?
No, it just can't. Like you can't consider a condiment a spread. Well, maybe I'm bugging.
Yeah, I'm like, that's just how is it not the same?
My point is, I can't call. I think for spread, you just can say either or. But as far as condiment goes, like all of them are condiments.
Let me ask you this,
all
though.
of them are condiments.
You keep saying spread, right? But like, is that an actual like term, or is that just
I would say
what you do with it?
in common language is used. I don't know if that's
No,
by
what I'm saying is
definition.
that like is that because spread technically is a verb, but you keep using it as a
and
noun.
a noun.
I know, but I'm saying you keep using it as a noun, but like you spread like what you're talking about is stuff that you actually spread. But again, you can also dip that stuff. It doesn't have to be spread.
I ain't gonna lie. That's probably just some like country stuff that got passed down, and people just started saying a spread, and they like made it a noun.
Actually, I don't even know that's country. It sounds like they try to make it fancy.
Maybe
They probably had the same argument we
Whatever
had.
it
It's
is,
like, is it a
it's passed
condiment?
down.
No, it's a spread.
it's passed down as like language goes on. I think it's just a spread became a noun because it was so commonly used. Like you know how words can get updated into the dictionary.
Okay, so spread as a noun is an act or instance of spreading. The extent of spreading. capacity of spreading.
Like funner. Funner wasn't
Okay.
a word, and it is now.
The noun for what we're talking about: any food preparation for spreading on bread, crackers, etc., as jam or peanut butter.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it just goes under both. Like, if it's used as a noun as far as spread, a spread can be a condiment as well. Like, you're not really saying anything different by calling it whatever you want. It's basically whichever
I feel like
you
we
want to
kind
use.
of just like going in circles. I mean, it probably is the same thing.
But that's what I'm saying. Spread is a subcategory of condiment. That's what I'm trying to get across to you. That's gonna help you like just get done with it and understand.
See, even so, I just looked this up. Even like in the definition of it, it's a spread. I mean, it's a
Condiment. It's a subcategory.
So I said, I went to Google. I said, can a spread be a condiment?
Yes.
A sandwich spread is a spreadable condiment used in a sandwich. So like butter, mayonnaise, prepared mustard, and ketchup are typical sandwich spreads, along with their variants such as Thousand Island dressing, tartar sauce. Yeah, so basically,
dressings are all under the condiments.
So basically, this is agreeing with what I was saying. Like all that stuff is condiments.
There's subcategories of condiment.
Yeah, all that stuff. So a spread is a condiment.
That's the final consensus, whatever. I don't even know if I
used
that
right.
correctly, but were you or was I right?
How are you right? You said it's not a condiment; it's a spread from the beginning. I'm the one who said they were all condiments.
I moved forward and I was like...
So you agreed with me. That don't mean you was right. That means you agreed with me.
So you were right.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
That's all you wanted to hear. I'm glad that's over, but...
Just be real. That's all I'm saying. Just be real.
The more you know.
Just be real.
Make sure y'all do y'all research.
Speaking of being real...
Whenever you're lost, we have all the tools we need now.
Speaking of being real, though. Have you heard of that app?
Being Real?
I think it's called the Be Real app.
Oh, Be Real app.
So apparently Anaya has it, but like you've heard of it? Or like,
I just heard of what it was, like, but I don't know. I haven't been on it. I haven't seen what it looks like.
Yeah, me neither.
So for y'all that don't know what the Be Real app is, it's an up and coming app, social media platform, etc., that encourages users to post themselves, but like without enhancements, filters, things of that nature, like
basically
to encourage them to post themselves
in real time,
more authenticity, things of that nature, like,
which is so wild because it's like you actually have to send like so basically they'll message you or send you like a notification to post. You got to post like exactly what you're doing at that moment. So like if you're taking out the trash.
That's what I was about to ask you. How does that work? So it's kind of like not scheduled posting, but there's something.
Not necessarily scheduled, but it's kind of like you know how like Instagram has a feed, right? Mm-hmm. And it's whatever you want to post whenever. Same premise, except like you're posting exactly what you're doing.
Things you wouldn't normally post yourself doing.
So like if you're in the bathroom and you get a notification, like you gotta post. I mean, I guess you could not post. Too, but like essentially
when you're ready to
like
post
you said,
whatever it is,
filters,
it's gonna be.
There's no enhancements. Literally, you're just posting like your real life, which I think is cool. I mean, I might even get the app and try it out.
I would be interested to see how that goes, and I don't know if it's gonna grow or not as much as it, or if it has already.
I don't know if people really are really into that.
Are they gonna be into it?
Because
we've come so far into what the norm is on social media.
Let's be real, bro. Like. Life now is so much about controlling the narrative of your life and other people's lives that like it would make sense for people to kind of gravitate to that. Be real, like, and I'm not saying anyone's wrong for doing any of the stuff that they're doing, but like think about it. People now aren't even happy with like their actual real bodies. Everyone's trying to enhance it somehow. Boob job, butt job, or now. They got some thing where dudes can get taller. It's like they replace your knee or something like link. Like it's one of I'm like, bro,
I knew
It's
it was
okay,
coming
dog.
if it
Like,
wasn't already out.
you
Like,
gonna be okay, bro. Like, how you not even gonna be able to use your legs in 20 years
And
from
I
now?
think that goes back to everyone's confidence, and I hate this word. Everybody want to use the word insecure and insecurities. Like, well, people tell you that, but it would be very interesting to see what people that do normally post with like filters, lots of makeup or something, and the norm now on social media. We're so used to posting our highlights of what's going on or whatever we're doing, whatever we're involved in, or maybe a fake lifestyle you think you live. There's literally a whole section on Instagram called highlights.
Well, think about that. Think about how funny that is, right?
Yeah.
Basically, you posting your highlights on your actual main feed. Then you have the option to then highlight
your best parts of your best life. Like,
it's like, okay, so I'm already controlling what I post. Then I can also highlight what I post, so that someone else can see my highlights while also seeing my page that is also all highlights. So, like, at no point can people see your flaws.
It's insane how we're so wired differently now. Like, it's just, it's been happening.
And don't get me wrong, like, I have Instagram. I mean, you have Instagram. Of course,
I'm very much involved into it, and I even use it from a business standpoint. That's my main goal, to use social media, really. Now,
but you're right, though.
Before high school, younger than that, like, it was, I want to post, like, whatever is important to me, or cool posts, or me playing sports, or some big stuff in my life, birthday.
I'm glad you brought that up, though, going back into the past. What's funny about the Be Real app is it's like saying you post like real-time stuff. When Instagram first came out, that actually is what everybody was doing. Like, I remember when I was younger, I remember when I was younger, I was playing football and I like injured myself. I cut up my my shin. I took a picture of my cut up shin and posted it on Instagram.
You would post stuff that people think is cringy now.
I literally was saying, like, got hurt at practice.
Right.
Like, it's literally just my leg bleeding. And I look back on it,
there were no rules at that time.
I'm like, why did I post that? Like,
there were no rules at that time.
That was so lame.
And the younger you are, the cringier it gets.
But, like, now you would never, like, post, like, you would literally post, like, you in your best dress church fit. And, like, that's your post. And the people are like, oh, my gosh, you're cute. Or whatever,
if anything,
you know what I'm saying? You're never going to post,
like... It's not going to be... It's going to be somewhat edited. It's going to be... Where's the best lighting? Even if you use natural editing like that, I'm going to get the sun from this angle. Like, I'm going to create a look that you want it to look like. Before, we would just take a picture of what we're doing right now. Eating cereal. Like, that would be me in middle school. Like,
oh my gosh, bro.
Posting weird stuff. Like, you know that to, like, people would be like, how? That's cringy. That's so weird. Why would you ever expose yourself like that?
On social media.
We would look up way worse.
I ain't gonna kill no parents right now, but we gonna try to
parents are exposing kids.
We gonna try to get our parents on here and try to get my dudes, pops, and try to like talk to them.
Pick their brain a little bit.
Man, you know, moms be on Facebook.
Posting whatever. Parents, it feel like
she don't post a lot. She don't post a lot.
It feels like they post whatever, but
you know how like parents always post like the ugliest pictures of you. They swear it's
they
like
they don't think it's exposing. It's like, they don't think it's ugly.
Son, you look fine. Like you
look just fine to me. Yeah, to you.
And I'm sitting there like, lens you're
first
off, my eyes are closed. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even think I look good in that picture.
It's amazing.
But like parents don't ask. They don't ask like, what you think of this picture? They just post it.
It's amazing. They don't even see what's wrong with it. Like you'll be like, why would you ever post me like that? Like I look terrible. But I guess they just can't see how we see it.
So basically, what I got from this conversation is we used to be lame. Now we're cool.
Also,
we're not posting cereal
by what
in wounds. We're posting all
other
of our
people
highlights.
Are posting or trendy things of that nature.
Like, even though you're a model, so you should be posting your highlights. That's all you should be posting.
I just use my platform differently and more consistently than the person who doesn't really care about their appearance or aren't using it as a tool in that way. That's how I look at it.
Oh, and I didn't get to say this either. Like,
I don't think of myself as
society. I don't know if it's necessarily insecurities, but I think society can create insecurities. Like stuff that doesn't really exist.
Or they can create the right way.
So like
live your life or show.
So like
life.
back then, like, you know, 90s, 80s, that time period. If you look at like all the music videos, who were in those music videos?
The people around them, their community,
a lot of
family.
No, like natural women, like.
Oh,
not a lot of women that got a lot of like stuff done to their bodies, like a lot of natural women, and like that was in like everybody wanted a Holly Berry, a Nia Long, you know what I'm saying? Lisa Bonet, like that was like yes, like
a lot
you
of
get
that.
One of them, Tyra Banks, you get one of them, it's like
right.
Oh, you winning.
Even
now everybody wants
the most attractive.
Now everybody wants you know, and I'm not saying they're unattractive, but like everybody wants a Saweetie or Kim Kardashian, who like people know have done stuff to their body, and I'm not saying they don't look nice, but it's just like now that's the norm. Like everybody wants to have that type of body, and it's not a realistic thing unless you pay for it, right?
Times have changed,
and so like I think that's building an insecurity. It's men talk about how like, oh, this person's fly, or I like that and I like this, and the natural women are hearing all of that, and then you throw on top of that, they're getting treated, you know, poorly, or like people are saying mean things about them because they're skinny or they're, you know, whatever they are naturally. So now they're like, well, I want a guy. Do I need to actually go and like change my body for this guy? Now some do it for themselves. Some just literally just want to do it, which is great. You know what I'm saying? Like do your thing. But I wish we would kind of get to a point where everybody would just kind of find their, you know, peace within themselves. Like if you want to go get your body done for you, great. But don't go do it for someone else. And then like even like the guys that are trying to change their height, I get it. A lot of women say they want a dude that's 6 foot or 7 foot, 9 foot. Well, for people that don't know, the average height is like 5'7", 5'8", something like that.
And it hasn't went up much.
So the odds are most women probably are not going to get a 6 foot, 7 foot guy.
And also,
because that number is very rare.
Talking
right?
averages, most women, they have an average height. So they're not really surpassing a lot of these men's average height anyway. It's not, as long as he's taller than you, if that's your standard, I don't see why. Like maybe if we were girls, we would understand a little bit better. If you meet a nice guy and he meets that requirement at the least, I feel like
I don't mind
that
you
shouldn't
having.
even be
I don't mind you having standards.
too bad of a standard.
In the sense of like you do want a tall dude, like that's fair. I mean, fine, that's cool. Because there's, you know, women that would just don't care about like having a tall dude, just someone taller than them, which is great, right? But I don't like the idea of like, oh, you're not 6 foot, like bye. Like, let's be a little bit more realistic with actual realistic life, because
I was about to say something about
those are things that actually are uncontrollable, right? Like to me, I feel like if you said like your preference were dudes that like were in the gym, well, that's a controllable like thing.
Trait, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or
because that person is getting up and going to the gym every day. You know what I'm saying? Working on their body. Or if you know, said that you like somebody that, you know, dresses nicely. They can control that. They're picking out their outfit. They're putting their stuff together. Like that makes sense to me. Those are things that are controllable traits that would set a person apart.
Easy.
But to say like, oh, I'll never talk to a dude that's 5'6" or 5'7". Okay, if you're 5'10", probably makes sense because you're taller than them. But if you're 5'2", that 5'7" guy is taller than you. So like, I don't really understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as he's taller, like, that should be fun. Like,
there's something
he can't
I
help.
think we won't ever be able to understand as well. I had a point off of what you were getting into. Now, on a more extreme side of things, like you were just talking about with height, maybe it could have to do with, like, breeding or something as well when you get to that point in life. Like,
okay, well,
that's a way.
We're talking about breeding. That's not like
like you're on something else if you're thinking, all right, my guy has to be this height because of
we're not talking about breeding, bro.
Yeah,
we're talking
like,
about relationships.
Nah,
and
but
just
it's in
getting to know
relationships
people.
and getting to know people.
Like
I
a
don't
normal
see the big,
humans.
I don't see the
breeding,
big deal. That's what I'm saying. I've heard some crazy
we
stuff.
some
Like
freaking
some people
animals.
really be like, "Oh, like, I don't want my kids to come out short." Like, all right, like, I mean,
which is funny because people, I feel like people don't understand.
That's not always how that works. Yeah. To their surprise. Yeah.
Yeah. Trust
That's
me.
always, but you can go on about that
Trust
topic
me, I think
forever.
me and you know.
Seriously.
Tall dad, short moms. I got the short end of the stick, and you did. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it works.
Yeah.
Like, sure, maybe your chances are higher with a taller father. You know what I'm saying, or taller, whoever.
Of course.
But like, you just can't help. You know what happened. You know what I'm saying? You just
But all the uncontrollable aspects of life, there's so many topics, and people will keep fighting you on that, and you're like, you do know, like, they can't control that. Like, it's crazy. And vice versa.
Which is funny because you know what's funny? You talk about like this more than anybody, and you actually meet those requirements. So I always think that's funny. Like you're actually tall, and you bring up like, man, girls are always talking about how they don't want to talk to a short guy, they always want to talk guy. Like I always feel like that's funny to me because it's like
just hear it so
I don't
much.
know why you care. Like you are winning, you up there.
And another thing is
you
that's
know
why
what I'm saying?
people
So
feel
it's
like
kind
I
of cool
don't.
that like you be saying
I
so much.
talk to
I'm like, okay, I mean, you good.
I talk to a lot of friends, homies, things like that. They'll kind of give off this like you don't really get a say because you meet a certain height or you are 6 foot or above. You are that smaller percentage, and that's true. But there's other things that I'm lacking that women do find attractive. Like maybe I'm not as muscular as they might like, or maybe I don't have the dad bod they like as well. With all the height, there's always gonna be something someone can nitpick.
I know you like
Someone can nitpick
trying to speak
about
your
everything.
piece, bro, but like
And maybe I
you'll
can't
never
talk.
have a dad bod.
Oh, not me, no, not
Bro,
me.
You came
myself.
out. You came out the womb with like a 10-pack. I've been trying to play catch up since you was born, bro. I'm like, bro, what? Who are you? You came out looking like a
Me and Chris just had this conversation earlier on the phone. People just won't understand our struggle, and we won't understand their struggle exactly the same. So someone who is struggling to lose weight, they don't know that Chris could be in the gym like 5-7 days a week, like, but he might not gain that mass that he's looking for. He's probably cutting up, getting stronger, getting more weight up, and a lot of it will probably have to do with his diet or something else. Like, there's something he's missing. He's like, this dude goes to the gym just as much as me, and he's big. Or there's somebody who has already had a lot of weight on them, but it was bad weight. They toned down, and now they look super muscular, but they're massive because they had so much mass already on them. That's the difference that some people don't see as far as working out, that we have conversations with people all the time about. Of course, I'm grateful to be in great shape, but I'm also skinny, like, to someone who's bulkier, bigger, things like that. So, hey, some people feel less secure with that, too. They feel like the bigger guy is more security and things like that. Like, that's all mental, if you ask me. But, yeah, those are kind of things people don't notice about skinny people. Their type struggles, they don't understand. They have somewhat other struggles, too. And when you're in that, like, process of getting taller too, your body's kind of not really proportional at all. Like, it's all over the place. So, like, you might have super big feet and you're still short in like middle school and high school, and then out of nowhere you just shoot up and like you're like super tall. So,
yeah,
like,
but there's struggles for everybody. But
of course,
I don't even know if that's something you should use as like an excuse.
So people are insecure about that as well. But of course, in the situation we're talking about,
because I think like even like skinny dudes, like you just gotta
commitment.
Look for what like you gotta commit, but you gotta look for ways to get over that hump because it's possible.
Mm-hmm. No, it is.
Like it's not an impossible thing, right? Like,
of course.
You can look at
a
all
lot
these
of people
other dudes and be
too,
like, bro, I'm working out just as much as him, and he getting bigger. Like, well, for one, y'all have different
a lot
genetics.
of people aren't ready.
His
Everyone's
metabolism might be different than yours.
Of course.
Actually, what's funny is you don't even understand that. Actually, you should be kind of happy that you don't gain weight as fast because that means he's working out and gaining that weight. But imagine if he wasn't working out, he was just eating. Mm-hmm. He's gonna gain that same weight, but bad weight.
Yeah, no.
Where like you can eat all types of stuff, you're not gaining nothing, which is a good thing if you're someone that doesn't work out as much.
For this particular
so
scenario,
for,
though,
like supplements, or you have to look for You got to eat more. You got to look for things that help
Right.
you grow.
It's
more.
those little things. That's why people like us make so many excuses. Because it's really more about the
working
little things.
out is only like 10% of like
Changing what your body looks like.
Your diet is your number one like hater, bro. Like,
of course.
Them Oreos, bro. Late at night, you can't eat those no more, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta find your cheat days, and then on top of that, you gotta find things to eat throughout the day that fuel your body for like with good stuff, right?
Yeah, that's a whole different topic.
So that is a whole different.
But that's what I'm saying. When it comes to with girls, of course, like there's not much I can say in a lot of situations. I can't sit there complaining because for most people, I have that height requirement that they need. So I'm looking out for kind of more so my peers or whoever it is, my homies. Like, and a lot of people I know that feel like they get dubbed by girls because they're not tall enough. They're not even really that short. Like, it just be like, nah, you're not that short though, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. Let's be honest. You're terrible at like judging people's like sizes.
That could be true.
You say
I gotta own up to that.
Telling people that are short that they're not short and they're short. Like, it's okay to just let them know they're short. You're tall. So like, I hate when you say you're not tall. You're tall. Like, that's just how. Like, that's just what it is. There's no way around it. People just gotta kind of accept that and like just love themselves and kind of move forward.
I think it's
you're
part
not
of
good.
like
You're not good at doing like. You're not good at telling.
It's trying to like build them up. I feel like.
When a dude is 5'5", and he's like, man, I'm short, and then you're like, bro, you're not that short. Like, no, he is short. Now, you can tell him, like, bro, it doesn't matter, like, you know, still be confident. But, like, to say, no, bro, you're tall, like,
from the point of view,
he's not up there with you. So,
say
like,
things like that.
Stop saying that, because that actually makes it worse when you lie to them.
I'm not saying you're my exact height.
Like, but I'm saying, when they say they're short and you say they're not, well, there's only two ways. There's only tall or short. Like, there's no beat. Like, there's
not
no
really, because there's still the middle too that no one talks about. Everyone always wants to just jump to super short or jump to super tall. Like, there's still.
But
middle
the medium is short.
Because there's some people that are the average height. Like, there are people out there that are the average height. They act like they don't exist.
That's
like,
short.
No, bro. Average height is average. That's why it's in the middle. Like, you're average. You are in the middle.
Short.
You're not short. Because short is shorter than that. Like, that's what people fail to realize about everything with looks. Everyone swears they're this 10 or they're super ugly. Everyone just forgets that there's a whole middle part. Like, you could just be average. You could be average. Like, that's still a real
I don't know who
thing.
you be talking to. Who thinks that they're, like, either at the top or at the bottom?
A lot of people think they're at the top.
Because I think, like, nobody thinks they're at the bottom. Everyone thinks they're either average or at the top. Those are the
Not
only
a lot
two
of people talk about average. I really don't hear it a lot.
Bro,
that might just be my world.
No.
I don't hear that a lot.
I don't think you've ever heard someone, if you ever
no one's going to tell you they're ugly, but they think they're ugly.
No. If you ask somebody on the street, I swear to you, there's no way that they would tell you that they're a 4.
Of course. They're not going to say that out in public.
If they didn't think they were a 10, they'd say like a 6 or a 7.
In the reality, most of the times, if someone feels like somewhat uglier or what, they're not.
I'm saying they might even feel like a 4, but they'll always say they're a 6 or a 7. Nobody uses those 4. Like, no one uses 4s, bro. No one says that.
No one says that.
Maybe some guys might say that, but like some of that is like they'll say that, but like it's more so like in a joking way, like
of course,
not really serious. You know what I'm saying? Like,
of course.
But
and some people trying to sound humble.
Most people don't go below like 5, bro.
I never said that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think a lot of people just skip over.
Said that they either go low or they go high.
To themselves, no one's gonna publicly say they're low. Like, they're not gonna.
But I'm saying they do think that they're 6
or 7. No one
7s.
actually claims like I'm average. I'm just average. No one just claims that. Not commonly. Like, it's way more common that someone's gonna say they're up and above and they're all that. Like, especially the ones that look rough. They be the main ones with the most confidence, which is great. Confidence is great. That keep you going. But I'm not knocking that.
I just don't know if you can say that.
But no one's really real with themselves on whatever their rating is anyway, and that's coming from me, people I know. I don't think anyone's 100% real with themselves. I don't think anyone's 100% real with themselves. I'm rating myself above that, a 5. above the average mark.
What's your number though?
I don't know. Somewhere between that 6 through 8. I gotta be in there somewhere. From just where I stand in life, where I feel.
And
that's how I look at myself.
And this is attraction. Like face.
I would say so. Whether
features,
that be, it don't have to be romantically attractive, just off of first appearance attraction.
Yeah, this is off of appearance.
Yep.
You saying
as soon as I walk in the room, I should get nothing but 6 through 8 from my point of view. Someone else might be like, Amari tripping. He looks hideous, like, to me, like, on my scale, because I seen a dude that looked like 10. Or,
I don't know why you gotta use the word hideous.
I'm just saying, like,
messed up in general.
Like, everyone's perspective, like, it's all in the eyes of whoever, like, the eye of the beholder type thing, all that, so it's like.
What if it's 10 people that say you're hideous?
Then I'm gonna be like, all right, bro, what y'all trying to do? Like, I'm gonna have to see them. They gonna have to see me.
So then you can't say you a 6 through 8 because everyone said you was a 4. So now you
I
gotta
can
go
say whatever I want to say because it's still my point of view. Now I could be wrong because they could all vote and the votes come out and I'm like, dang.
You want people that like if everyone's like
yo.
If everybody
then I'm gonna have to rethink. Like maybe they got me.
You want people that's like Uncle Ruckus. If everybody say you black, you gonna go around and say, man, I'm white.
Hey, stay 10 toes at all times, bro. Don't ever let nobody.
Oh nah.
Change your. What's you rate yourself then? Asking me what I rate myself. I don't even be rating myself.
Oh, I'm definitely
not really, not like just on the regular.
Definitely an 8 for sure. Actually, maybe that's too high. Only because I don't believe in 10.
I try to live my life as
humble. I think the highest, you can be is a 9.
And I would probably agree with that rating because you have a lot of natural things about yourself.
Because I think about
like
this with like appearances. Like everyone has flaws, like appearance wise. So like to me, I don't think you can ever be a 10. Like a 10, you have to be flawless, and I don't know if that's the thing. Like people can say that. Like
I hear that.
If I have a girl, I'm gonna tell her like she's flawless, but like everyone clearly.
By technicality, 10 means perfect, of course. Okay,
right.
No one's perfect, whatever. But like.
I'm not
There's still 9.8, whatever you want to use.
But
like,
hear me out. I'm not saying like
I'm
not even saying that I might not even say somebody's a 10. I'm just saying like in my mind, really, like you're a 9, and then you can earn that 10 with like the other parts of you, like personality, all the other stuff, right?
Or move up the scale since 10.
But like appearance wise, I'm saying like, nah, like it's just because I know me. There's gonna be something like I might think like, you know, your face is beautiful. You might have a nice body, but like, I don't know, you got some long fingers or something.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
So like at that point, it's like okay.
I'm talking about strictly when somebody sees me. Now, someone may think I can go up by other things in my life, but from my own point of view, if you just look at me, my physical appearance isn't what's pulling a lot of my attraction. Now, you could say I'm in like good shape as well.
Why do you just lie like
Add that, so you're in good shape, Amari. So now that gives you like extra points. Amari, you're tall. That gives you extra points. Amari, you're athletic. That gives you extra points. Like, some people may think I'm funny. I don't really find myself that funny.
Boy, you are not funny.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. Nah, you
can't. Nah, you probably.
I make you laugh.
Nah,
but
you probably. I mean, I don't know, like.
Because I know some funny people. That's why I feel like when people are like, why are you lying? I don't be lying.
We stand on this topic a little bit, but like,
funny.
Just off the side note of what you're saying, I'm saying that you're not funny, but like you are. But like, I don't know if being funny is different from like a male perspective and
that's actually before you finish.
A woman's perspective.
That's what I was saying. I'm a big believer in the male and female gaze thing. Like, because like attraction is so different
like,
from
bro,
what I believe.
You my brother,
think guys
right?
think attractive.
Like, I'm your brother,
different.
But like me and you together, like we make some funny moments. Like we have some funny moments.
Of course.
Like, so we both think each other are funny.
I think that's off relation.
But
too.
like I don't know if like
you know how to make them laugh.
I don't know if like you're funny with like girls.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't know what if you make girls laugh. Maybe you are funny in the streets. But when I see you, I be like, honestly, my jokes is way funnier than yours. Like,
see, I don't know.
I might hear how that goes. Or we'll be out together, and I'm like, you're not about to make this whole table laugh like me, like, or vice versa, like, or you're just how you are in public. You might be more chill, laid back, like.
All right, let's get to the real. For real. All right. when me and you are out together and we talking with some girls,
I think we feed off
I
energy.
don't think like necessarily I'm funny, but I say things that like might make a bunch of people laugh, but like who I'm saying it to, they might not take it as funny.
Because you're so used to your circle. I think you know how to like make everyone close to you laugh.
Kind of like that one night we was out with I think like Thomas, and we met a girl, and like I had said something and like y'all laughed, but like she didn't really catch on to what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, if she would have known what we were talking about, it would have been funny, but just in that moment, she didn't, you know what I'm saying?
Everyone's humor is different, and we are very on the sarcastic side of humor.
So
where it comes off as either aggressive, disrespectful, or whatever.
I'm sarcastic, so like when I'm sarcastic, like you'll laugh, but like
because it's something I probably was thinking.
A lot of women don't understand I'm being sarcastic, so they take it like...
They think you're being so serious. Because our delivery is so genuine. Like, it's... I be doing it at work. I just did it at work. This guy, Jake, was like, bro, I thought you were so serious. And I was...
Alright, but that's because, you know... And I think I probably do it better than most. Just because I'm a weirdo. But, like, we both got this from Dad, right?
Of course.
We're able to, like, convince people of us being serious even when we're not. Now I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
But some people don't really vibe with that too. I've learned.
Like I know I can tell people. Like I know I can tell somebody something, and I can tell them something, and I might even be like delivering it like, bro, like this is serious. Like I'm like being completely honest with you, and there's still some doubt that I might not be telling the truth, or vice versa. I could be completely selling a lie. And, like, that person will just eat that up. Like, they'll, like what? Like, that's crazy. And then literally at the end, I'll be like, no, I'm lying. And they'll be like, bro, I thought you were serious. Like, I know how to do that.
And another reason.
I don't know how I'm able to, because, like I said, we got it from Dad, but, like, it's not like Dad sat down and was like, this is how you do this. Like, I think it was just, like, watching and just, like.
Watching and learning.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how, like, that junk's crazy.
Another reason it goes bad for us sometimes is we also have a trait of being blunt without, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but we're okay with it. Like, we're not feeling bad. We're not sympathetic to how they take it. Like, we'll say something.
We're Jakes?
If that's what we...
that's the term you're looking for.
If that's what we feel at that time, like, we might just say something that we were thinking in our head, and we'll say it out loud. But most people might not have said that in that moment, and they're so like I don't even know. They were they're so like taken aback, like they're so taken aback.
I think for me, it's a lot of times I do stuff because
or it's a turn off.
I like to make people feel comfortable, and I do that by doing something that's uncomfortable. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
I think there's a lot of bad blending with mine too, because I also
I might say something like you know how I am like when we're out maybe sometimes, and like you and TJ be like, here you go. Like I might say something that you're like, why did you say that? But I'm saying it to kind of open up that realm of like, I just said that, so like now whatever y'all say isn't like out of this world. Like I've already kind of threw that out.
It creates a safe space, like
you know what I'm saying,
else.
like
not yourself.
At that time, you probably like, why the hell did you say that's so weird? But then like now, if you're thinking about saying something, like you feel like you can say it because I already kind of broke that ice. Like, oh, well, he just said that. Like, guess what I'm about to say and it's bad, and it kind of creates that comfortability. Like, I mean, we kind of been doing that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like when we had Turbo on the last podcast, like. We're just kind of talking.
We'll get it going, and then eventually he'll get the urge. Okay, I feel like I can like jump in on this. Like, if maybe that's not what I was normally would react.
Because you know, like me, I like throwing out little jokes and like little things like that just kind of like might be outlandish. Kind of like I think what was the first episode, or the second episode? I was talking about how I need to go touch some grass because of Velma. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that is a little bit like left. But now, like, people feel comfortable, like, oh, like, he talking wild. Like, okay.
Nah, that was out of
I'll
pocket.
say, you know what I'm saying? Like, now I can say some out of pocket stuff and people, like, it just kind of, it will flow. Like,
No doubt.
nobody find it weird. So, like, that's kind of what I do, like, when I'm out. I just try to be, like, open. And I just try to be, like, real. Like, I don't like
I think that's what it is.
being fake around people.
It
like,
makes
just don't
us
make sense to me.
feel. Not even makes us feel. It's like kind of just how we really are being. We feel like we're being real with you. We're being ourselves around you. We're comfortable enough to say certain things without regret, really.
Right.
We're not trying to put on a front. Like, we're not trying to impress you in some way that we really aren't. And sometimes that might come across a little more negative than positive sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can get carried away. But it's still real, though. It's still the real version of you. So, for what that's worth, I think that's a good thing that we do have. But yeah, no, that's definitely a very real scenario. But yeah, the turbo thing was a good example as well. So
Yeah, I'm just all about just, like, making people feel comfortable by making them uncomfortable. Like I said, it sounds weird, but, like, I feel like some people might understand what I'm saying. Like, by making them uncomfortable, they feel comfortable. Like, oh, I mean, if you feel comfortable enough to say something like that, then I should feel comfortable to say something too. And it doesn't have to be something extreme, like, you know, talking about touching grass or talking about,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that.
Examples for better understanding.
But, like, it allows you to kind of even open up per se, right? Like, just talking about your own personal life or something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like little stuff like that. And
it's way harder.
I try to be as personable with people as possible because it's like, I'm not gonna say like I'm like 50 or anything like that. So like I haven't experienced that much of life, but I feel like from an early age, like I just seen a lot. And even into like my adult years, I've seen and done a lot too. Maybe not even directly, but indirectly. So like for me, I just feel like I got a lot of knowledge. I've seen a lot of things. Like I can kind of relate to so many different people, so many different like aspects of life. Like we can get somebody from the hood that come in here and we can sit down and talk and like relate. We can get somebody in the corporate world sit down with us and we can relate. Like
to some degree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many avenues we can go to. Like, we get somebody from the country, we can relate. Like,
to some
somebody
degree,
from the city, we can
everyone's
relate.
a product
like,
of their environment. And for us, our environment has always been kind of changing, especially you. So
everywhere, like
our eyes are open to something we might not have ever imagined, or.
But I'm not even saying our environment. I'll say like we just been around
indirectly,
a lot of different people.
Indirectly, we've definitely both seen a lot.
And like for us, we've been around a lot of different people, but also we've also been really open to like everyone's experiences and like what knowledge they share with us.
It matures you in a good way, though.
Like we've also been really like we've been willing to listen to people, to where like. Now it helps us relate to those same type of people later on too. We've done that from an early age.
It's the biggest lesson I've learned is listen more. The past couple years specifically, honestly.
Yeah, really.
Because like you know me, I'm a talker, so I'm
really
always talking.
I don't really care about people like telling me like their whole life story, but for some odd reason, I'm considered a really good listener.
What's up with that? I feel like work or school, people always gravitate to me to tell me specifically out of like the 10 new people that we all just met or something. It might be we all just started working together or this is the new person.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe for you
we give off good vibes or something.
Maybe for you is more so like you give off good vibes and like people like you're a person that's very like outgoing, you know what I'm saying? I would probably say you're
yeah.
An extrovert.
I say
in a sense.
Hello to people.
So like people like probably just like gravitate to you from like maybe a positive standpoint, where like I feel like people gravitate to me because like I don't really give a lot, and like they want to try to get me.
They want to try to.
So like they try to like talk to me and share their stuff, and then maybe I'll
want
give
you to
them
open
something.
up. Yeah.
But like I'm not. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say I'm such a good listener, because really a lot of times I just be listening. I still don't be saying anything.
I've noticed that, and I think sometimes if maybe they don't know me that well, they notice how I'm treating people around me or someone else at work I'm talking to or my friends. They're like, man, he's really very social with them. Like, I want to kind of go talk to him and get to know him. And
But
I'm
you
also
talk-
very
but you
accepting.
talk to
I'm very accepting to people. Like if I'm at a new bar, new club, or new something like that my homie just put me on, or we're going to some function together. I'm with my people, but I'm also getting to know maybe some people they know or whatever. Just more, it's a networking type feel too. Like maybe that's a skill that makes me do that. So
but
maybe
you're
that's
you're
why
like
I'll
I'm saying,
talk to
you're an
someone
outgoing
first as
person.
well.
Like you're somebody that like will seek people out too. Like me, I always say like, who is this person to me? Like I don't really seek people out.
I do that a little bit too, though, and I think you've rubbed off on me in that way. But I only do that when it's like a negative thing, like I don't know why this person is talking to me, like, or I'll just be at the gym.
If somebody
I'm
talks
not really
to
trying
me,
to get to know you.
I
I'm there for
don't
what I'm
mind
trying
them
to do.
talking to me, and then like I'll engage in that
I'll
conversation.
respond.
But, like
Yeah.
I'm not really big.
I'm not
on,
going
like,
out of my
going
way.
Out, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I don't really go out of my way to like people.
Yeah.
Well, unless it's a girl.
Unless it's a girl. Unless it's a girl.
I will go out my way.
Now, girls have completely different set of rules. I have a different set of rules for that. If it's a girl, I might go out of my way.
Even though, you know, lately I've been realizing that like a lot of girls have been like coming to me, and I always feel like that's weird because like I've experienced it plenty of times, but I just always be like, why is that? Because like I know how I am like when I'm out, like I don't really do a lot of anything.
It's similar to what you were just talking about.
So like I don't really get like why that
Girls will
sometimes.
test you, bro. You ain't just sitting there not really doing nothing. They want to go mess with you just cause you're not doing it. Like, why you over here quiet like that? Like girls will test you.
Well, I think it works both ways.
And that's why I like
it
that.
works both ways. There's that, and then there's the second one. So you don't like nobody? Why you don't talk to nobody?
Why you don't
think
talk to
better than
nobody?
everybody?
Now
You know what I'm saying?
Now they trying you. But some people don't know how to
I be
react.
like,
That's
bruh,
what I be trying to tell. Like, bro,
chilling,
she doing that on
dog,
purpose,
like-
bro. She trying to get you worked up on purpose, bro. Cause she really just want to talk to you, bro. Like he'll be taking it personally. I did the same thing, but that's why I'm telling him, like, bro, don't get in your feelings. She probably just messing with you, so you'll actually like do something back, like defend yourself, bro. Don't let her just sit here roasting you, bro. Like, or so I'll talk to my friends, like, just like you don't gotta really trip. Like if a girl like come say something to you, you being quiet or like standoffish. I have my moments of that. You gotta realize sometimes it's a good sign.
Like even your homie.
Sometimes
like,
you're doing something right.
Even your homie, if you think about it, like it's so it's funny how frustrating it can get because you know you've been in that situation and you trying to help get them out of it. But then you also in the back of your mind you like, people will tell me the same thing and I was not listening.
You'll
like,
know you'll know if like they really don't like you or they're irritated with you. You'll know. It's nothing to trip about. But yeah, you have that thing.
Sometimes.
I don't really see you as standoffish in public though. I don't know.
Well, remember,
Maybe I don't be peeping.
remember, we're brothers. So like, what people say about you, I be like, nah, he's not like that. Like, I might understand where they're coming from, but because I know
from
you,
what they see or
I'd
something.
be like, no, that's not him. So like, you would say the same thing about me, like, no, that's not
I
him.
always have
Even
to say
though
that.
realistically, I probably look like that when I'm out.
Yeah, maybe
Like,
you
I
look
probably
mean
look like
or maybe
the-
you look whatever.
I
But
probably
I'm
look like
he's just
man,
chilling.
Don't nobody come talk to me like. I
Yeah,
don't
they're
mess
like,
with
why
nobody.
is he so mad? I'm like, what do you mean?
But 9 times out
That's
of
just
10,
him
bro,
chilling.
you know how I am. 9
That's
times out
just
of
him
10, when anytime I'm outside outside the house, my like
He peeping his environment.
my
it's all kind of
mind
other
is
stuff.
like
He just chilling.
so many places, bro. Cause I'm such an overthinker, bro. Like I'll be sitting,
Me
I'll be
too.
at a bar, like sitting there,
Me too.
and I'll be thinking of like, if something pop up, like what door am I going out of?
Right,
Type
I
stuff.
be thinking
you know what
crazy
I'm saying? Like,
stuff
I'm thinking
all
of
the
like
time.
stuff like that,
Just so I'll know what to do if something crazy did happen.
But I'm also still like having a good time. But like sometimes, like whenever we have like, let's say like I'm out with my homie, and like my homie start getting in a conversation with somebody, or he trying to holler at a girl. Well, I'm still like I'm by myself, just chilling while he working, you know, doing his thing. At that moment, I'm just sitting there thinking like, dang, like why didn't I say this at work? But like,
Hey.
I'm out, bro. But I'm just thinking of like just some random stuff. So like, I might make faces that look like, man, don't nobody come talk to me. But really, I'm just in like deep thought. And like, if somebody was coming to talk to me, like I talk to them. Like it's not even nothing like, why are you not talking to me? Like you think, nah, it's not even like that. It's just like me. Like, every time I go out, I'm really just chilling, bro. Like I said, if I'm trying to talk to a girl, I'll go.
It's nothing
I'll
for
go
me
out of
to
my
trip
way
about.
and go up to her, talk to her, or whatever. But more times than not, bro, I be my own way a lot of the time because I just be like, bro, I'm chilling. Like, I don't even feel like doing nothing. Like, but that's just always been my vibe, though. Like, I've never been that type of person. Like, all my homies would tell you, bro, like, I've never been the person to, like, really do anything, like, extra. Like, I just really just go out. If I run into somebody, I'll chop it up with them.
Man, as long as my homies, brother, family, whoever, as long as everybody comfortable and I know when they good and they just chilling, I'm not gonna say nothing. That's what I'm saying. I'm out.
I want to get some more lemonade.
I'm trying to get me some more. I might have to take a break, get a refill. You know what I'm saying?
That's too much,
Cause, bro, it's not. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You saying I don't need no more? But don't be slapping.
Hey, you know what's really cool though? Childhood, bro. We was talking about that joint earlier. Toys R Us coming back.
Toys R Us coming back?
Yeah, they come back to Macy's, the old where I used to work.
Yeah.
I kind of miss
that
Macy's.
That was a model.
I was a model for Macy's, bro.
Yes, sir.
I was your inspiration.
I'm saying, got me on the wave.
Bro, I still look back on that. And I'm like, man, I should have really made a portfolio and like put that out there. Like, I would have been. And I met an actual model, and he was like, bro, like, you know, you did pretty good, like, in the shoot I was doing with him. Because I wasn't even supposed to be in it. It was like the other models had canceled, and they just asked me because I did something before. Like, I was modeling, like, some suits or something, tuxedos or whatever. And, like, the model I was talking to, I remember his name, Bryce. What's it, like, Bryce LeVar or something. But, like, I think his name was Bryce, and he was cool people, bro. Like, it was, like, cool, like, seeing him, too. It was, like, oh, okay, like, that's how you do that. Because I thought I was really, like, I felt like I didn't know what I was doing.
There's so many different...
I was up there, I ain't had to walk or nothing, I just...
There's so many different types of modeling, bro.
And then, like, I would just, like, walk back, like, it was so, like, weird. I didn't know what I was doing, bro. So, like, it was cool, like, meeting him, and then on top of that, like I said, I just made a portfolio and actually tried to, like, really pursue that. Because I actually was really into, like, modeling then.
Everybody
now,
has a different
that's kind of like your
set.
thing, and
everybody has what they do. It's all different for everybody. Because you are already naturally photogenic, so it's like a commercial look, all that kind of thing is good for you. You might not even have to do walk ever. Runway, clothes fit you really well. You be in the gym. Me, I'm a for real, like, all my modeling is very
You be physique. On the runway, though.
All my stuff is very physique-based. So it's like, I might be using
So you're trying to kind of tough because you be on the runway. I don't know how to walk.
Like, just,
I mean, clearly someone can teach me, but I don't know.
Of course. You got to practice it if you don't already have it. I mean, no one's going to have it perfect already, but some people do have it.
But I agree with you. Like, I'd rather do, like, the picture stuff. Like, I don't know if I really want, like, I'd, like, pose and stuff. I don't know if I really want to walk, like, be on the runway. And maybe to be a full-on model, you have to do that part.
Yeah, I want all.
And that's probably why I want every single. Really pursued it.
I want to master every skill set I can, just so there's nothing they can't use me for. I don't want to miss out on any opportunity I can do. For me, I'm not big on runway really, but I have most of the things you'll see on a runway model. I got that height that's old-fashioned, and I practice my walk, of course. But I would rather do other shoots where I'm just a fitness model or commercial, and I'm doing a lot of stuff, just wearing like clothes, try on some PacSun type vibe, H&M. That's where I live at. Like, that's what comes to me easy. Magazines come to me a little bit smoother. Of course, runway, that's high fashion. I would love that. Like, I'm over there in London, Paris. Like, that's the move for sure. But start on a smaller scale. Like Miami, that actually just passed. I was supposed to be at Miami Swim Week. But yeah, bro, it's plenty of stuff. Like, especially now, like, height is not even as close to what it used to be. Like, that used to be, you don't have that, we not even talking to you. We don't even need to see your portfolio if you're not a certain height. But now you can get away with it with angles and technology and just the fashion trends are different. What you wear is different. You can get away with things like that with all these boots and what is it like? I'm trying to think platforms for sure, but I mean I'm talking more like heel type things. How many inches you can wear, guys, even girls. So yeah.
But back to what we were talking about, you gonna pull up the Macy's, bro, for the Toys R Us?
For the childhood thing,
get you a toy.
Bro, we used to stay in Toys R Us, bro. When they got rid of it, that was like low key tragic, bro. I was like, man, Feels like an end of an era. That was wild. I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to stay in there, bro.
Bro,
It was Toys R Us, and then when you get older, it was like you go to GameStop. Like if you a dude, like you used to get the new Call of Duty.
I think it's
NBA.
cool though that they came back because like now, like I mean, I ain't got no kids now, but I would hope when I do have some kids, like I can take them to Toys R Us, like
True.
have them experience that.
That's also true because our kids would have had no.
But what's cool
Toys R
is if it's in Macy's, like as an adult, like as an adult and a parent, like you can shop Toys R Us and you can shop like at Macy's too at the same time.
So do you know what made it be like a partner type deal with Macy's? Like what kind of did that? You just know that's who is funding it.
That,
they have like an agreement.
They basically just came back and like I'd have to assume that Macy's like bought Toys R Us,
right?
And they're just gonna put it in.
Which is
dope. Remember, Toys R Us only left because I think they filed for like bankruptcy.
They did,
or something.
yeah.
Like that. So I think basically what happened is they did that, and then Macy's bought them out. Basically now they own them, and they put it in their store. I'd have to look more into it.
So dope.
I mean, they could just be collabing, I guess, but like.
Hopefully it lasts.
They're doing like little pop-up shops, I think, in like next month.
I was about to say, do you know when this would go into effect?
And then mid-October, like that's when they'll actually like officially like just be in the store, like just grand opening.
That's so dope. Like,
it's just cool because like for me, I kind of hate when like stuff kind of disappears. That's like, I guess that's why it's called nostalgia.
It's sad, man.
But like,
it's crazy.
Remember like Blockbuster?
Because of course we not gonna be in there
like we
buying
grew up,
anything
like
right
we
now.
grew up on Blockbuster, right? So like for that to be gone, I know we had like Redbox, we had
now,
streaming services.
Now
so
Netflix,
like Blockbuster would not be able to survive. Blockbuster would not be able to survive now, but like I just think about like dang, I remember we used to like go to Blockbuster and get like movies like me and the cousins, bro. Like me, you, and the cousins, bro. We used to get like movies out of Blockbuster.
It's the library for movies.
And like we would literally go like home and watch that junk, and like that junk used to be like
people won't even know what that looks like to just like you asking your parents like this new movie like that we like saw, or maybe you didn't even get to catch the movie. Now you trying to go get it. You trying to rent it.
Back then,
videotapes, bro, because it's a tape. Damn it wasn't even CDs in there yet.
If you ain't had an orange Rugrats,
hey,
what's buddy name?
Gee, why are we tripping? Oh my god, we supposed to know this. It's tough. Oh my god.
It's Red. Is it?
Oh no, you're tripping.
It's
I got you.
Right?
I'm about to remember everybody. I'm gonna start by remembering somebody else first. Who's the main dude, bro? Because I know Chucky, don't you know? Angelica, we know all the... What's his name? Not Tommy. I want to say it so bad, but it's not. It's not, bro. I don't want to sound so stupid right now. This is really bad. This is really bad, or we're just thinking way back. What's his name? Hey, yo. I'm doing everything I can to remember. Bro... Why do I remember every other character but who I'm trying to remember?
Okay. So, like, edit this one. So, basically, if you ain't have the orange videotape Rugrats movie with my dog Reptar in that mug, you are not a real
dog.
One. Everybody had the orange tape.
My favorite. The orange was always the orange one.
Everybody had the orange tape, bro. And, like,
if y'all ain't had that, y'all ain't live life.
Everybody know. When you plug the orange tape, bro, it's like, oh, that's that Rugrats. Yeah. Like, we about to, let's go.
I already know what time it is.
That junk is a classic. I don't even remember last time I watched Rugrats, but that one was classic.
Just having where you can play your tapes, like, because a lot of people didn't even have VCR. Like, they didn't even have it. And I'm like, dang, that's tough. Then CDs, and then the rest is history, bro. Like, HD was 4K back then. Like, that was what it was. You wasn't getting ultra HD, 4K, Blu-ray.
HD was such a crazy time.
HD was like a big deal.
Now you got 4K.
Now you got 4K, like, bro.
But nah, man.
came a long
think
way.
about
Though.
that
That
time,
nostalgia is crazy.
Toys R Us, Blockbuster, like it's
We used
just
to have
like
tapes, dog. They had like Radio Shack. Man, all that stuff is dead. Like,
why you say Radio Shack? You know we ain't never been on Radio Shack.
it still like was a thing though. We didn't, but
Yeah, like what? I don't even know if like mom and dad went to a Radio Shack. I don't even remember like.
those are things that kept going on though. And even Redbox at the time was dope. Like every time you go to the grocery store, you like, hey, let's get this movie on our way out. Like, so it's like that's
Redbox was cool. It's so
Redbox
weird,
was like
now,
legendary.
Now everything is like accessible like through your phone. Like,
Redbox
apps
was
and
legendary.
stuff. So it's like it's so weird. Like in a sense, like society has created like a way for you to never leave your house.
Man.
Which is like I don't know, like with everything that's been happening lately, I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing. Because like now you're kind of
sometimes
now
innovation.
you're not really in touch with like the world.
Innovation gets really cool to a point to where you're kind of like, are we being consumed? Like, are we consuming a lot of information that's meaningless, or we're just becoming like robots, or we don't really like leave our house? Things are doing the work for us, or whatever it is. Like you just feel like it feels almost negative in a way. It has both. It's a double-edged sword. It's really weird.
Speaking of nostalgia too, you know, LimeWire then came back. I mean, not
the NFT,
not the illegal streaming service that they used to be.
That's what I was about to get into, like illegal websites.
They coming back as a marketplace for NFTs or something, like for musicians.
From music industry.
Yeah, music
like they own kind of
entertainment.
NFT.
So like I think I saw what was it, Travis Barker? I think
Travis.
He got an NFT on there or something like that. So like it's big for like artists now.
It's
like,
kind of quiet right now, but I think, or from like my perspective, but
it's probably gonna blow up. It's just,
but trust me,
I have not been able to get into this NFT thing, man. Like I'm in the stocks. Like I'm in the stock. I'm into the like stock market with like just investing in like companies like Apple and stuff like that.
Regular old.
But like this NFT thing like really doesn't make like. I understand how it works, but it really makes no sense. Like
I think more people just don't understand.
You're investing in like, I guess basically something that doesn't exist, but it does exist.
People don't understand the appeal of like the investment of what feels to them just like you're just getting a picture, and like
it's in hopes of it. I think evolving into like more money or something,
more
like
worth and things.
But like
that.
to me, it's like
there's definitely way more in depth ways to get into this, but that's why I think off first glance people are so why.
Like I said,
so,
I'm into like
really
the stock market a little bit, but like this NFT junk is so
I'm really
like,
down to like
like it's like so random to me. Like I don't know like
why they're so
important
or why they could be so big, because it's not just happening for no reason. Like I think if you really get into it, you'll start to understand. I think so. But LimeWire, you think that's gonna be anywhere? Is it gonna be competitive enough with the NFTs like right now? I just don't know how that'll play out. It could go either way. But of course, that's with everything. Similar to what we were saying about.
I think it's a cool thing for like LimeWire to just come back and like kind of get their name out there and kind of like create another space for them to like make money or be relevant. I mean, that's really what a lot of things are about, right? Coming back and just being relevant.
Because there's a lot of people that won't know LimeWire was once what it was before. This is all they'll know. So I think they're gonna have to make a big first impression when they get that really going. But of course, like anything else, especially if it's trendy, people gonna hop on. They're gonna fall in line.
Yeah, it's a tough little venture, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just cool for them like get more relevant. I mean, it's funny if you think about it. Like LimeWire was ahead of its time. Now, literally everything is like, you know what I'm saying?
It was, and I think versions of that kind of deal still exists.
Yeah.
With like illegal websites and things like that, because some people, they're still not trying to pay for Netflix or any streaming service, and they're trying to find a loophole, a way around it, change like VPNs, change their location. People are still working to find ways around like Hey, don't cancel me though. Like, hey, I ain't doing none of that. Chill on me.
I don't know if that's canceling, but I think you're gonna get arrested.
Government. I don't know what. Somebody told me about it.
Hey, I think they're gonna get you with the handcuffs,
Hey,
bro.
somebody
I don't
told
know
me
about
about
no
it.
canceling, bro.
That's all I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so much nostalgia, but like just thinking all the stuff that's coming back and like just stuff that's been happening too, like just all around. A lot of stuff that's been trending this week, like everything, like bro, like all these Batman memes.
Oh yeah. We had a whole like
Bro,
rabbit hole of Batman memes.
would you live in Gotham if
Rent was $300
a month? Like what? No.
I ain't gonna lie. Gotham, 300.
You stupid, but heck no, bro. I'm not doing it, bro.
Ah man.
So there's literally a chance that you could get a car thrown through your building. You can get kidnapped.
Hey, Gotham is shiesty, bro.
You can get
I
shot.
ain't gonna lie.
You get hypnotized.
The crime in Gotham gotta be.
You get jumped by Batman.
That would be interesting to see on some like out.
You
I don't
get,
even know what this has to do with anything.
Look, I'm trying to get kidnapped by Harley Quinn. No, there was one meme that was so funny to me. It was like when when the cops pull up 10 minutes after Harley Quinn kidnap you.
He was so mad.
He's like,
too.
no.
He was like, y'all already
Give
here.
me another 20.
The cops don't ever come this fast.
Bro, I'm trying to see something.
Man,
I'm trying to see what that be like.
especially I'm saying. And then they get all these DC characters. They know what they doing. They choose all the
Man,
baddest
hey,
people to play all
If
the
I run
DC.
the Catwoman, I'm a fold. Boy,
Let me run in the Catwoman.
you want my
bro.
watch?
Look,
In my chain?
I'll be like, hey, this stuff.
In
fake
my
anyway.
wallet?
I was flexing for Instagram. Like,
Hey, you can have all of
you
this.
can have all this, but hey, stay the night though.
Just for to touch my hand.
Hey, bro.
Doing all that just for to touch my hand.
Ah, that's crazy.
$300 a month is crazy.
Gotham.
I think the cool part is if it's $300 a month, no cap, if it's $300 a month,
high.
if it's $300 a month, you would probably just get like all your homies and like y'all would just stay like in like a little
Bro,
bachelor
you know what
pad.
that rent would be if you had roommates?
But that's like
nothing.
20, $50.
like, bro, you get roommates, your rent is like.
Now you gotta endure a bunch because, like I said, you got the Joker,
gonna
you got
lie,
all these
bro.
criminals.
I'm at Batman doorstep, like, hey, bro, look, we trying to we building Teen Titans too.
I feel like people
Like,
keep
yo.
saying that too, and I keep laughing because I'm like,
He not gonna go.
y'all
for
do
that.
realize that like it's not that easy to
You
find.
can't
the
even find him
Batcave.
for one. Yeah, you can't even find the Batcave.
That's kinda the whole
I'm
point.
had to catch
Like-
bro in the street after you saved me. I'm be like, look, I appreciate you, but I gotta be able to defend
See,
myself.
I don't even know
next
if I'd be
time.
trying to join his team though. Like I just be like, nah.
I'm trying to do my own thing, but I need some training.
Because you
though.
gotta remember too, like he train you, but then like you still gotta go out there and like
actually do something
execute.
with that.
Like
If I run into like somebody swole, like Bane
I don't know.
or Killer Croc,
I know the
I'm
cartoons be having you on full, but like
Be having you on
you're
full.
not
This is
really
real
you're
life.
not really gonna be able to dodge bullets, bro.
Man,
You will get shot.
I need
Like, bruh, like no, I don't want to be Robin, Nightwing, none of that. Like, I just want to live peaceful on my $300 a month rental.
Bro, this girl just
I
asked
don't
me
want-
today.
I don't
She was
want no
like,
smoke.
"What's your plan for a zombie apocalypse?" I was like, "Well, I used to play a lot of Call of Duty back in the day, and I used to play zombies." I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do whatever I did in that game," but I was like, "I don't know if that applied to real life."
I don't even know. Like a zombie apocalypse sounds like.
Hey,
Is there a way to survive a zombie apocalypse? I know they have all these shows and movies.
no matter what, I feel like you end up dying, bro.
Like
There's
I
just
don't know
too
if you
many.
can really survive
too many,
that.
bro.
We're fighting the like.
There's too many.
Well, they're dead, but now they're the undead or
What however you want to say it.
they're the dead
'Cause
amongst the
think about
living.
that. You have to. Some people are getting turned into zombies that are living. Some people are like the zombies that started out from the ground.
By the way, you know how they do in like the movies and the shows, and like you can kill a zombie. I actually feel like in real life you can't kill a zombie. It's already dead.
You just kind of put it down.
But I don't even think you can do that. Like I don't think like you can actually stop an actual zombie.
I'm not a believer that they can take them bullets either. They gonna stop. They
But
gotta
what's
stop us
But
up.
what I'm saying, what is a bullet to a dead being?
thing.
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way you can stop a zombie.
I don't think
It's
zombies
unrealistic
could
to me.
really happen without like some higher power. type thing going on. Because if they don't have hearts, like if they were once human, they need a heart to like.
Well, it would have to be some type of witchcraft.
Yeah, like witchcraft type stuff.
I don't know, something that's unexplainable, pretty much.
May or may not be real. I'm not about to get into that. Cause hey, some people don't even know if that's real or not.
If you go back in time and say witchcraft is
I ain't gonna lie.
no disrespect.
I just don't know why it wouldn't be more normalized now, or not even normalized. Just why wouldn't it be present now?
Witchcraft sounds
Why would
so
it die
scary,
out?
though.
It do. I don't even want to get into it. Like I want to know, but I feel like if someone starts telling me, they gonna like. Now I don't know. I don't want to.
Burning your limbs alive and stuff.
I don't know.
I don't even know.
Shoot.
But yeah.
As deep as I get into that, it's gonna be meditation. But nah, we had some heavy hitters today, low key. I ain't gonna lie, with just two.
I mean,
I'm feeling the vibes.
We kind of had like a little rundown.
We went off a lot. I ain't gonna.
But I think we had a pretty good conversation though, for sure. Like I said, we're gonna try to have a guest on the next one.
Yeah, we can honestly, if you want, we can keep going, or we can wrap it there, cause
I ain't really got nothing.
I like the vibe.
I ain't really got nothing else going.
I think this is pretty solid with just two, cause hey, we carrying the podcast right now. Like hey, guest or not, we gonna carry the podcast, and this for all the people that's supporting us anyway. Like I appreciate y'all. Hey, it's a lot of fun doing this, for real.
You know, we can go ahead and close it out with, like, definitely let us know, like, in the comments, like, if y'all, you know, rocking with, like, what's going on, what we talking about. If you got some topics you want us to touch on, you know.
Any feedback, what we could do better.
We definitely gonna have some ladies on soon. So, like, if there's any questions you want, like, us to hit on with, like, the women, like, some women topics, and then we gonna have one of our close friends that served in the military. He gonna be on. So if you have any questions you want to put in there that you want us to ask him, just about the military, like what's going on with that. Like,
we gonna get some real information from the source.
We in wartime right now, like just put a little stuff in there for us, cause you know we gonna come up with our own content, but we also want to kind of appeal to like you know people that's watching, and like to see what people want to tune into and like listen to. So just let us know.
The goal is.
Outside of
be
that,
relatable as possible to as many people that we can reach, and like no matter if you're young, old, in the military, you watch anime. Hey, we gonna try to have something for y'all, but many more to come, man. Like we love doing this for real. All right, and that's gonna close it out for us today. All right, I'm Amari Martinez. Make sure y'all go follow that. Follow Rion Lamar.
Rion Lamar on the ground.
We're going to see y'all in the next one.
Appreciate the love. We'll catch y'all next time.